Hey everybody, it's Reilee.
And it's Kiara.
Just want to pop in for a quick second to say we see everything that's going on in the world. Take a quick second to check out the links in our description to help out those that are in need and enjoy the show. Hi everybody.
Hello.
Woo! I'm Riley,
I'm Kiara.
and this is Six Songs for your new favorite music recommendation podcast. Thank you so much for listening.
Woo!
I am so excited.
We have a special guest, very special guest,
Near and dear to my heart.
who I have the pleasure of living with for now. Um, and we've mentioned them before on this podcast. You may be wondering, like, who is this person that they keep mentioning and never explain? But is the one, the only AJ Ashley.
Hello. First, thank you so much to Riley and Kiara for allowing me to be on Six Songs 4. I'm an avid
Thank you
watcher
so
and
much.
listener of the podcast. I'm a person of many interests, but I think for this episode, the most relevant one is that I'm a cultural and fashion archivist. I have a personal archive basically where I show my collection of magazines, magazine clips, and my specialty is in people of color that are in entertainment and fashion. So I have a Twitter page, Black Stunna, if anybody follows that.
Love it.
And yeah, this is actually my 7-year Twitter anniversary.
Period.
So
7 whole years.
yeah,
Locked
and I
in.
love yes, and I love the community. And the thing is, there is a lot of content of the person that we are going to be discussing today. If you haven't already seen, you can
Mhm.
see who we're going to be discussing. But I also have a lifestyle, New York lifestyle Substack called L'Assemblage NYC. And this is going to be a Six Songs for exclusive
Ooh.
that I know that I also am opening a second Substack that is going to be more of my personal work and personal writing, poetry, and artistry that is called Life on Neptune that should be released
Life on
here
Neptune.
probably in the next few months. I know that there's a lot happening in terms of just life is moving, things are happening. It's like a very transitional state right now for me,
Absolutely.
but I'm excited for Life on Neptune. I feel like there's a lot that I want to say. The music career is also pending as per
Baby,
Riley's.
let me tell you something. AJ has one of the most perfect voices that I've ever heard. Like
That is so sweet, thank you.
I'm genuinely beyond obsessed with you. We've made music together already, all three of us, and even us two individually. And I am obsessed with your whole vibe. So
Thank you so
you are
much.
you are a light in my life.
Davey's also a fan. I'm moving the camera so everyone can see what is happening. Davey has
Oh,
Davey has been
Davey.
attacking me this entire time.
you should record the podcast with with Davey sitting right
No, we
there.
need
We
a
really
Davy
do.
episode.
I actually
Six
already
songs
thought
for
about it. I
I'm
have an
Davy.
entire
saying
playlist already made. Um,
Davey
this
Cam.
is. I need you to
Okay.
understand. This nigga bit me, and I did. We kind of were actually fighting. I wish the camera was turned around because I literally pushed him, and he attacked me. Well, he pushed me first. First of all,
That's That's typical.
Now this nigga
Davy
putting his
shows
hands on
that's typical.
me.
We kind of do fight sometimes, but I also love this cat more than I love
I am in tears. But no, like Davy, that's how Davy shows his appreciation. Is Davy's a biter. Davy's like those kids that, like had that oral fixation in
Hmm.
school and always was like eating glue
Yeah,
and like putting
biting on
pencils
pencils.
and
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Davey for
And
sure. His favorite food
that's
is
Davy.
aluminum caps on the teeth.
yeah.
Yes. Aluminum
He's
hella
an
cavities.
Aries, and that just should tell you everything you should know. But anyway, this is not about fucking Davey. I can't believe he stole the spotlight once again. I have to move. Oh, and the thing is I was strategically placing my camera so you didn't see my room. All right,
Mhm.
but All that to say, AJ is an icon, and we cannot wait for this episode. I need everyone to know. Reilee texted me and was like,
Yeah.
"AJ's on the next episode," and I was like, "So it is said. Show it shall be done."
Yeah, I felt as though with the diva that we have chosen this week, I feel as though there is no one that I know personally that is more qualified to speak on our baby girl, Miss
Our baby
Aaliyah.
girl, Miss Aaliyah Dana Houghton.
I love Aaliyah. I feel like just personally, there was a time in my life where Aaliyah really became like a symbol for me of of strength. And we're gonna get into it as we just like go on about Aaliyah Dana Houghton, the highest, most
Exalted one. Let's speak on her name and how it is just so fitting for
her vibe and just who she is. But her status as a survivor and how her existence was so difficult, and she handled it with such grace, such beauty, and left a catalog of music that, although very short, is the blueprint for experimental alternative R&B.
Generations.
if it were not for Miss Aaliyah, and I also have like the little Funko Pop here, and I had to like channel and just
Oh yeah.
get my Aaliyah energy
Oh,
on.
okay. The light.
Like,
I don't have
No, because
I
I
don't have
told
a
Kiara,
shirt, unfortunately. Ugh.
that's okay. 'Cause I told Kiara, I'm like, if that shirt goes missing,
I don't know what happened to it.
This is
I'm like, I
this
don't
is
know
the
where it
exclusive
went because
shirt that I
I
got
don't
for
have it.
the red album box set. So if you know, you know.
and even though we're gonna also touch on Blackground Records and
Barry Hankerson and the special place in hell that's reserved for him,
Let's
but
just get
we're
into
gonna
it then.
get
Let's
into
just
that.
start. First album.
first album. So Aaliyah,
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Yeah.
Whew.
In
Ooh,
terms of a debut album, very
Sure.
strong.
very,
Of course.
very strong.
Like,
And I feel like, retrospectively, now that we know what we know about Aaliyah's story,
mhm.
it's difficult to even listen to this album because of who executive
produced and wrote a lot of the material.
which
Alpha,
is
Omega, top to bottom, rooter, tutor. The whole thing.
And it makes me sick. It kind of makes me sick, but
I don't even want to. I don't even want
We'll
to
call
say his
him.
name.
Yeah,
Let's call him.
we know. We
Yeah, we
know.
know who he is.
The Pied Piper
Mm,
of R&B.
that one.
like, are you
Mhm.
serious? Are you being so dead ass right now? The Pete Piper of R&B?
Yeah, it's really it's sick, especially considering how this is him standing menacingly in the background of this album cover. Like it is,
And I
it's
feel like, oh, so I don't want to cut you off, but
no,
I
you're
feel like
good.
in the Aaliyah fan base, especially when I was like downloading the album and like really starting to get back into Aaliyah when I was older, I literally had to like go on my iTunes and figure out, and there's like an edited version that the fans like to use. And that's the version that I put on there where R. Kelly is
Oh,
completely erased. Cause I mean, and just this theme and this pattern of these men that work with Aaliyah and help her to, establish her sound,
Pushing themselves to the forefront of her image.
Mm-hmm.
that's just never sat right with me. But with R. Kelly, it was so much more strange considering the relationship that they had and kind of this dynamic that was there, because it's like there was this, quote unquote raising of Aaliyah that he said that he did. And I'm like, yes, you helped. And there's some beautiful material because I just got to break the ice really quick.
Do it.
The song,
Age ain't nothing but a number.
In terms of a song, crazy.
crazy. Like that song, oh, no, but like it's just so good. Like I don't want to say, I don't want to, I don't like.
Unfortunately, a hit is
we
a hit,
acknowledge that on this podcast for
Unfortunately,
sure.
it's
Don't
a
worry.
hit.
and
A hit is a hit.
And the just the pacing, the cadence,
how, and I hate to use the word sexy, but it's a sexy song.
It really is, and
And for the
it's very
Lolita
complex.
girls, for the Lolita S, because you also know I'm a Lana Del Rey stan.
Well, we know that, but
So
they don't know that.
they don't know that. The people may not know that. But I just feel like that's kind of a gene that I got.
And I need everyone to
Unfortunately,
know when AJ
I'm
says
saying.
Lana Del Rey stan, they mean that shit. Because there is a specific playlist that AJ listens to in the shower that
I'm
is iconic
crying.
nonetheless.
Ooh,
But it's all
not ooh.
Lana Del Rey. And I'm like, I have been the thing is I feel like once we stop living together, I'm probably gonna get into my Lana Del Rey bag and then come back to you and be like, let's talk. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
understand.
while it's
Yeah.
happening now, I'm like, girl, that's a whole can of worms. I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
The only true Lana album I was there for was Ultraviolence. Ultraviolence had me
Mm.
by the throat.
which if there is ever a Lana Del Rey Diva debrief,
That's
I may
T.
have to
That's
come back for
T.
that.
That's T.
I may have to come back
You could be our first
because
return
Yeah.
guest. I live.
Yeah. We should have had Austin for
no, because
Kylie, but anyway. Anyway, okay, we've gotten off topic. I'm so sorry. That was my fault.
yeah, we got another topic.
No, it's fine. It's
but
a flow of conversation.
age ain't nothing but a number, and how now retroactively disgusting the creation of that song is and how questionable, and the fact that Aaliyah sang this song on all that.
Yeah.
Layers.
The layers,
Layers to this.
and the
And
complexity
it's
and the
sad because it's
nuance.
like
Of
I feel
how
like there's this thing that happens whenever I'm just gonna say specifically black uh artists who come out as like abusers. There's a thing that happens where people feel the need to defend their work and their talent. And I'm like, listen, no one is saying that these songs like if you can sing, you can sing. That doesn't mean you're not a fucking bad person. You know what I mean? And I think that it's
Yeah.
unfortunate that like in most cases it's easy to just be like, well, I'm just not gonna listen to the music anymore, right? But in this case,
Mhm.
he is so intertwined with this album and songs that it's
Yes.
Her
her life.
life hurt.
It's near impossible to talk about her without him at this point.
Exactly. And that's the thing, is like the only R. Kelly project that I will revisit is Aaliyah's debut album, because there are so many gorgeous songs. Eh,
At your
I
best,
was
you
just
are
gonna say that.
love.
At your best,
We all had
you
the
are
same
love.
premonition. Like, what? Songs that a 15-year-old. Let's talk about the
I
fact that
was gonna
she's
say
15.
she's in high school.
That's
She's in
where we.
high
That's
school.
Exhibit A. I think that this Aaliyah is unfortunately in my opinion, textbook case of men ruining a woman's career. Because what do you mean? Like, I think the fact that she was 15 and that many adults, black adults at that, because black people have this reputation of being like, we would never let my baby. And
Well,
the fact that that many black adults allowed this baby, this child
A baby.
to work
Child.
with this man who was beyond her age. And not only that, be left alone with him, work on songs that are explicitly sexual because you can have young girls releasing debut albums. Britney Spears was also around the same age when she released Baby One More Time. But her songs were
Mhm.
not this overtly about sex.
overtly, age ain't nothing but a number.
That's
Debut
Literally,
crazy.
single? That's her
what
debut
do
single,
you
right?
mean?
Yeah.
Yes,
Age ain't nothing but a number.
throwing down ain't nothing but a thing.
There's what? At 15? Justice for my girl.
Exactly.
And let's talk about how the spirit of Aaliyah is so powerful. I knew she was in that courtroom for that trial with R. Kelly with her arms crossed.
Get him again. Get him for me.
Bop. Bop. Bop.
I'm like, and I don't want to speak because I don't like to speak on the dead. And R.I.P. rest Aaliyah's soul.
Truly.
It needed to happen. I know that there's like this very strange air from her estate as well about her status as number one, a victim, but most importantly, a survivor. Let's talk about that. Aaliyah had to survive and overcome so much in her short career
In the 90s.
in the 90s, where literally there was this opinion that she was fast, that she was a pass around in the industry, that this was all her doing because she has this image, and literally blaming her for being it, and these men preying on her.
Can you tell the story of how she got the start of her career? Like, can you help people understand how this happened?
Mhm. So yes, basically Aaliyah, because Aaliyah also was on Star
Oh,
Search. Aaliyah had just this gift. She had this gift of wanting to sing. That there was this, I think her mother sang. Also Barry Hankerson, who owned Black Ground Records, biggest eye
Womp
roll.
womp.
Boo boo, tomato,
Yeah.
tomato, tomato, tomato. Also dated Gladys Knight. And literally, Aaliyah would used to sing on stage with Gladys Knight. And all of this culminated into her saying, I want to have a music career. Aaliyah also went to a performing arts high school where she was actually like very popular. I think that the thing was like she was just known for her voice and how beautifully she sang. So that's kind of how she got the start of her career. Then signed a contract under her uncle's record label, Black Ground Records. And that was just pretty much the start of her career. Then from there got paired with R. Kelly. And just the continuation of that.
Yeah.
okay. All right. So, to put this into perspective, everyone, Aaliyah was born in 1979, okay?
Mhm.
By the time, like we said, she ends up releasing her first album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, she was 15. And put into
Mhm.
context everything we know about the 80s and the 90s. And I think you can put the pieces together of why her age was kind of a non-factor because people were just
Mhm.
dating teenagers.
And really romanticizing and kind of, I would say, fetishizing young
Ding
girls.
and ding.
Just just throughout history. Let's
Mhm.
talk about it. And it's like it's uncomfortable to talk about, but it's very
It's a
common. You
long-standing
know what I'm
pattern.
saying? That it's a long-standing pattern just throughout history. Men priming and I can't think of the word right now, but basically whenever you
Grooming is
grooming
yes.
grooming young women basically to kind of do this, and I really do feel like Aaliyah was groomed
Absolutely.
from a very
And
early
yeah,
age
absolutely.
and told that, like, you have this sexy thing going on at the age of 14 and 15.
You're not sexy.
Nowadays you won't hear about
No.
that. Like, that's not sexy. Like, you're a young girl. Like, and that's the thing is, like, there's interviews where she's like saying, even like at an earlier age, she was like, my mother would used to tell me that I was very sexy as a child. And I'm like,
Yeah, that's
It's
wild.
that thing where it's like
red flag.
people will sexualize kids or just romanticize them, even be like, my son's so handsome, he gonna break all
Yeah,
the hearts when he's older. You probably got a lot of girlfriends. I'm
exactly.
your girlfriend. It's weird. Let's stop doing that.
All that shit.
It's
All
weird.
that shit. That's all a part of it. So imagine having access to all of these musical rooms and musical connections where God knows what is happening. We
Mhm.
can only imagine.
It's
We can
ridiculous.
only
Okay, we
imagine.
have to keep going. So, any
We
other
do.
songs that you want to mention on Ages Under the Number?
Now let me see you go back and forth,
Oh, ba,
back
ba,
and
ba.
forth.
Da,
Hey,
da,
no, because
da,
I
da,
have.
da.
Come on.
So
Yes.
also have like an extensive Aaliyah collection.
Yes.
Now the thing is, her first album. I just want to say this: her first album is the only album that her estate, which I guess her estate would be considered her brother and her mother at this point now, because her father is also now deceased, R.I.P. Is the only album that they have rights
Mm.
to because they won them in a NDA case, basically silencing all information and all of the details that happened between R. Kelly and Aaliyah during this time. And because it was pretty much like a threatening, like, oh, so you're going to give us all of the rights to this album because of what you did. And the possibly allegedly pregnancy. Allegedly.
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 But outside of that, just the abuse period. They basically won the case and R. Kelly said, okay, you can have it. So this song
Yeah.
is still a hit. It's the Liyaah. I also just want to say there is this song called Street Thing on the Age Ain't Nothing But a Number album. That is like this ballad that is so good. And there's just like a lot of deep cuts from Aaliyah that I think people really need to like get into. There's a song called Young Nation as well. Like R. Kelly was kind of writing. I'm not gonna lie. But the thing was, it's not R. Kelly that is making this work. It's Aaliyah. It's the vibe. It's this like tomboyish, cool, like look at she do you see how cool she looks?
Yes.
I had to like channel this, like this is everything. Like the thing is like I'm like, you think about how so many artists now are emulating that same thing that she was doing in the night. Aaliyah was really the first for a lot of what we are seeing in popular music now. Like,
Absolutely.
no tea. I Love Billy.
I was
Just saw
just
her at
thinking that.
Madison Square Garden the other day. Took that whole
She
thing.
ate Aaliyah down.
The oversized
The do-rag,
clothing, that tomboyish do-rags, more masculine,
the way she sings. Hello.
silhouette, the way she sings, the whispers and the soft tonality of the voice. Like this was at a time where everybody was belting. Everybody was belting
Mariah Carey.
and
Celine Dion, Mariah are still like the divas are out to play
the
still.
divas are out. And Aaliyah came.
Literally. Mariah Carey has talked about being inspired by. Oh well, actually, I gotta say that story.
I'm like, come on.
It's
So she's 15 at the time she releases her first album.
Yeah. She gets married to R. Kelly.
Which is groundbreaking, life-changing, earth-shattering in and of itself. As a body of work, she could have stopped here. But then 2 years later, 17 years old, One in a Million.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Literally, like, hold on.
What
World,
the fuck?
stop.
But let's put into context here. In that 2-year period, how the performance of Age Ain't Nothing But a Number was eclipsed by all the R. Kelly drama. And the thing is, R. Kelly was so beloved in the industry that is the moment where the public opinion, like the public image and opinion of Aaliyah really shifted because everybody joined R. Kelly's side. And that's why I feel like I love Aaliyah because all that happened and she said, oh, we're going to have to do a complete 180. When I tell you, no skips. Listen to it. Just put that CD in. Creeping through the fog. Who that, y'all?
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah. Aaliyah.
Which the Missy debrief will be legendary. Legendary.
And Missy Elliott were in that studio with Aaliyah creating history and did not even know. One in a Million, I genuinely believe, is the alternative R&B, experimental R&B blueprint.
The blueprint, 100%.
The blueprint.
That song changed music history. Like that.
People today, 2024, we're recording this October 2024, are still trying. This is
Normani.
30 years ago.
What'd you say? How many years?
30 years ago.
Can we just talk about Normani?
Literally. Normani. Like,
I don't know why I had to whack her that moment. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Damn.
No, but seriously. Like I even think about SZA and I think about like, cause I love SZA too. That's my girl too.
Yes.
But if it was not for One in a Million, Tinashe, I'm just saying, Aaliyah cracked open the door. So the thing is, there is a promo for One in a Million that is absolutely insane. where there's an earthquake. There's an earthquake. We're in New York City. There is a earthquake, and from the aftershock split in the ground, Aaliyah rises from the ground and and says, "One in a million is coming.
Yeah. Secure your fucking
Yeah.
wigs.
That
Secure
wardrobe
your
with that fucking
wig.
band, bitch.
Because if it's not
Put
on
that bang
tight,
in your eye."
it's coming home with
Because we have
me.
to acknowledge the hair journey as well. Because at first it's a middle part bust down.
We gotta acknowledge
It's
the
a middle
hair
part bust
journey.
down, and we lived. Okay, we lived.
The silk press. She did so much for the silk press
Yes, I said
community.
that earlier. Like Kamala is nothing.
Yes. Credit to Kiara.
Kamala is nothing.
Kamala.
Like
Could
I'm
never.
literally about to straighten my hair tonight to not to look like her, but I will probably look like her. That's first hairstyle.
No, it's gonna be giving like that
Yeah.
vibe.
Shut the fuck
Let me pull it back up. Let me pull it back up. That vibe.
No,
That vibe.
it's vibe, but
It's
yes,
going
exactly.
to be giving.
Yes, exactly. You can be feminine and also have masculine presenting fashion, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I wouldn't say features, but
Aaliyah's status as being androgynous, I feel like, of course, is there. Like, I take so much of my fashion inspiration from Aaliyah too.
Yeah.
But the 1 in a million
Like-
Afrofuturistic.
Anybody trying to do Y2K? It's Aaliyah. It's not
It's
even.
Aaliyah.
That's what they're trying to
Yeah.
do.
Because 1 in a million, the song. I was telling Kiara earlier too. That's like one of my all-time favorite songs. The construction of that song is so
Crisp.
simple. That crisp. When I tell you there is barely any elevation like sonically in that song, but spiritually, like you feel that growth in her voice when she hits that hook with that "I'll give you." Come on. Anything you want from me.
Anything you want, anything you need, anything you so desire.
When I tell you, if
yes, like I live.
because if I'm dating somebody, I want to sonically feel that relationship needs to feel like that
Yes.
song.
That part.
Exactly.
Like I'm like, she encapsulated love, that devotion.
If your girl only knew
If your girl only
Okay,
knew
this is what I was gonna say earlier.
that you was dissing her to get with me, what would she do?
She would
What
probably
would she do?
leave you alone. So I was gonna say earlier that Mariah Carey has talked about how inspired she was by this song, and that's what led to her working with Missy Elliott for Butterfly.
Generations
Weddings,
Generations.
funerals, bar
people.
mitzvahs.
Everything shifted.
Everything shifted. Because this also was the album Aaliyah herself shifted her own. This is why I love her. I love her. She took control of her own narrative and said, "Oh, you all." She's like, "I'm not gonna say." She said, "I'm not gonna say anything. She said, I'm about to shut the fuck up, and I'm gonna let y'all talk, and I'm gonna let y'all speak bad on my name. But when this album comes out,
Y'all
and nobody could say a word. After the album came out, baby, everything was different. Cause what do you mean? What do you mean? What? What do you mean? A girl like you? I'm looking for
here I
that
go.
song. She said, "Baby, I could touch you." Da 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 da.
Mind you, the saxophone.
Oh
It's the
my
saxophone.
god, the saxophone. When I tell you, choosy lover.
Isley Brothers, goodness, once again.
When I'm like, that is crazy. Cause no, I'm sending him a 4-page letter.
And enclosed it with a kiss.
With a kiss. And let's talk about how crazy that music video is. And I don't know what type of mating dance, ritualistic. I don't know what was going on in that video. But she ate.
Yeah.
She ate. And I'm like, girl, sometimes there be some things I'm like, Aaliyah, I don't know what you're doing, but I eat it up.
Girl, it might be.
I eat it up.
We might be on the I'm not on that frequency yet.
We still
I'm
don't
the
get it.
girl.
I'm trying to get
Because I said,
there.
she the girls still do not understand. No, because the one I gave my heart to. What do you mean a random ballad in the middle of this, at the tail end of this album? Literally,
Singing.
quite literally written by like Diane Warren, songwriting extraordinaire. That will
If
literally
the girls wanted a ballad in the
They went to Diane,
90s,
babe.
they go to her.
Diane, what you doing?
You're gonna get your Oscar one day, babe. Don't worry.
And she said, speaking of Oscars, let's talk about how Aaliyah also performed at the
Let's talk
Oscars.
about it.
Work.
A lot of people don't know that. She performed Journey to the Past, the one from
Oh,
Anastasia
yes,
or Anastasia.
yes.
She was at the Oscars.
And that's the song where she is like blowing, right? Like
Yes.
I did not
Let it lead me to my past. She was belting.
like I never knew that Aaliyah could like blow for real
Same.
like that. Like I've
No, one
always
of my
respected her as a vocalist, but like did not know.
this is to everybody on Twitter that is always talking about, but Aaliyah couldn't sing. Aaliyah couldn't sing like blank, blank, blank. Aaliyah couldn't sing like Beyonce. Aaliyah just could not sing. Like live, she could not sing. You need to go back and you need to open your ears. Because apparently you must be a little
Go
deaf.
get your hearing
Mhm.
checked.
What do you go get your hearing checked, babe?
Open
You
up
need to go
that
to that ear
textbook.
doctor.
Also,
Learn a
what
few
do
more
you
things.
mean?
girl only knew. That is low.
Knew the range? Because Aaliyah would used to have that deep,
Literally. And then she goes, but she's
And,
known
like-
for she would probably I'm just making that up, but
He was giving jazz. It was
She
giving you
probably
giving
no,
like
because she said,
ding,
I
ding,
got
ding,
jazz
ding, ding.
personality, G mentality, beats the Soul Train.
Exactly.
No, because like, what? No, because and then those breathy like, I'll give you those breathy high notes.
like I'm no shade, and it's really no shade to Mariah because y'all already know, please. But Baby Doll is an Aaliyah song. If we really want to call it spade a spade. If we really want to call it spade a spade, I really just put that together.
Double it and give it to
Huh?
somebody else. Double it and give it to somebody else.
Exactly.
No, like I just put that together. Like I'm like, I wanna be a baby
Because
doll.
no, especially
That was her best Aaliyah impression.
especially after Aaliyah's death, and no Tino shade to Miss Toni Braxton.
Ooh,
I love me some Tony.
Black Ground
But
Records
she
also.
was taking notes and eating. They were eating off of Aaliyah's plate so bad.
they wanted her nachos.
They wanted her nachos.
One, I think that Toni Braxton, you better be lucky that Aaliyah wasn't there to do he wasn't man enough, because it would have went number one if Aaliyah did it.
Because no, there's some songs like on the compilation, that I Care For You compilation. There's a
I was
song.
just waiting.
Yes, and we're gonna get to that too. But there's a song on there where she was kind of in her Toni Braxton bag. She was in her
But also,
Toni
we have to
Braxton
remember
bag.
the forces
Oh
of the like
man.
record labels, and they will say you need to make a song like blank with blank. So it's possible
Yes.
that Aaliyah was in the room of, metaphorically speaking, a lot of the time.
Yes, yes. And that's the thing, it's like, it's called Don't Worry. And she's like,
That's so
like,
funny.
it was giving. Like, I was like, Tony, a lot of the girls would be
Yes.
scared. A lot of the
And I'll
girls
name
would be
them.
scared. But, and I'll name them. But back to One in a Million and how this album, Sophomore
Please.
Slump, baby, Aaliyah said, Aaliyah really was like, I don't give a singular motherfuck about what any of you are talking about.
She said, actually, I passed
I'm
with flying
going to
colors.
come.
Thank you very much.
Like, get the fuck out my face playing.
And then graduated high school.
Finally. That's what's crazy.
Could you imagine? No. That is crazy. You have released two worldwide shifting bodies of work before the age that you graduate high school. Things that people are still referencing. Y'all are not hearing me. That shit is beyond
Yeah.
crazy. That's
And when I tell you,
crazy.
because I have it here, it's not even opened. It's not even opened.
Crazy.
What do you mean? Because let's talk about her and the motorcycles. She was the original motomami.
Come on.
One thing that Aaliyah loved her was a motorcycle. Aaliyah would love her a damn motorcycle.
Okay.
And I get it.
I don't want to move on too fast, but on the topic of
Yeah.
motorcycles, am I correct that it's the anime promo where she's on the motorcycle?
For the third album, yes. When I tell you, that is one of the most iconic.
I think about that at least once a week.
Because if we want to shift, we can shift. Now we do have to discuss
Yes,
Romeo
yes.
Must Die.
Okay, yes.
Let's do that first.
Yes.
Cause that soundtrack.
Babe. Right.
So I have two versions of Try Again. So basically it was for Romeo Must Die. But I'm also just like, what do you mean that in this movie, what was it, Jet Li?
No shade.
Who did that?
Babe, no, sorry.
Because we were more focused on Aaliyah. Let's be honest. So quite literally, the fact that because Aaliyah was still so young, she was supposed to be the love interest for Jet, which I'm just saying for the Blasian community.
Africa down like 5,000 points.
Listen, because I am not going to share my opinion on whether or not I feel like she should have been a love interest. I am going to share it. I feel like she should have. But at the same time, because I was like, that would have been so sickening. I'm sorry. I live for all the Blasias.
Janae Aiko.
I live.
Janae Aiko.
Especially because, Megan Thee Stallion's kind of like taking the
way that this conversation is going is so crazy.
I love it. I love it.
Megan Thee Stallion have a Blasian partner like yesterday. Like, a Blasian stud. That would eat.
We need somebody to hold the torch.
Come on now.
We need somebody to hold the torch. And
She tried.
Aaliyah was holding that torch. She tried, but I'm like, it was discussed and it was said that no, Aaliyah is not going to be the love interest to Jet. So, but my whole thing is Romeo Must Die and Aaliyah's acting debut, where she said, "No, I'm not going to have a stunt double. I'm going to do my own stunts. I do my own stunts. I'm an actress. I am a talent.
A force.
A force." Quite literally, the power that Aaliyah had. That's why when I say like I'm channeling and like the resilience, the strength, and still the grace and gentleness and beauty that she possessed, especially filming Romeo Must Die, she was acting her ass off
I've never
in that
seen it.
movie.
And at this point, how old is she?
Because the last album.
Because I believe she was
Yeah.
21 when the final album came out, right?
So she was 20
Yeah.
when it came out, at least.
That's wild.
She had Genuine on here, Destiny's
Come on.
Child. Let's talk about, because everybody always wants to make it seem like there was like this beef and this competition between Aaliyah and Beyonce, when quite literally Beyonce says Aaliyah was an integral part in assisting and helping with their career.
They make this shit up.
It literally makes no sense. The whole TikTok are Jay-Z and Beyonce. If it was not for them and Jay-Z killing Aaliyah, that Beyonce would never be here.
Yeah.
What are y'all talking about? It's giving witch hunts, weird conspiracy
Y'all
BS.
hate to see black women win that bad.
It's giving
Aaliyah's death? We're not there
mania.
yet.
It's giving
giving a
nurse,
little
they're out
manic.
again.
It's giving nurse.
It's just another manic Monday.
Okay, we have to go to the third album now. I have all her albums actually, but I have the CD.
No
I'll hold
word.
this up.
Okay, and the back, into the back. That's my shirt as well.
Let's get into
It's
the
on the back, but I'm
back.
not gonna turn around. But
Ugh.
No, because the rollout
she locked
for
the fuck in.
this, because this is also, she recorded this while she was doing Queen of the Damned. And we're gonna have to speak about Queen of the Damned after her death because it came out after
Mhm.
she died. But this album was truly the culmination of her saying, I am a woman. All that tomboy, she said, I've been there, done that. She said, I am grown. I know what I want to say. And girl, when I tell you, she was doing so much for so many different types of women on this album. We need a resolution. Girl, she was talking about women that were experiencing abuse. Like a lot of this stuff that she's speaking about on this album, Aaliyah has went through. And well, yes, Aaliyah did have a team of writers. I feel like she was definitely in the room when a lot of these
Yeah.
songs were written. But there's barely any Aaliyah writing credits. I think in the research that I've done, there's a bonus track. I think that was on One in a Million called No Days Gone By. And that's the only Aaliyah writing credit that I think that I've like that. And there's like another one with her where like a song that's featured with her brother.
Mhm.
And I may need to get fact check on that because I may not be correct about that. This album and how hit after hit after hit. First, before we get into the music, let's talk about the
Okay.
cover.
Can we just take a moment? This bitch,
This cover, iconic. She got into that studio. I don't even think that Aaliyah knew how she was going to devour.
did you
Like,
sleep on the wrong side?
I'm catching a bad vibe.
She said, hold on. She said, bitch, what the fuck is your problem? Can we just talk about this 4-track run?
I'm sick and tired of your loose rap.
I was gonna say that's my favorite. I think that's my favorite song on this album. Top number one.
Cause Aaliyah was talking her shit. She said, y'all have said too much
She
on
said,
me.
I know you can come better than
Too
that.
many.
She said, you gonna come correct to me when you fucking talking to me, bitch. If you want to try, you trying to mac on me, you trying to get me, bitch. I'm sick and tired of the loose rap. Follow through with your motherfucking words, bitch. Actions speak motherfucking louder than words, bitch. The fuck? You know who the fuck I am. We gotta lock in. We gotta
We
lock
gotta
in.
get through.
So loose rap.
Rock the boat, rock the boat, rock the boat. Stage
I have the vinyl.
position.
That's just a single vinyl.
Aaliyah.
She looks fantabulous. She looks
No.
fantastic. Get into the bang. We didn't even talk about the bang, y'all.
We
Get
didn't
into the
talk about the
bang.
bag.
The bayang.
And everybody talk about some.
Oh, she got a glass eye. Her eye is messed up because she
I will
always got
definitely
that bang.
say
She got a
that
lazy eye.
someone in my life told me that she was blind in one eye. She had a lazy eye. So I genuinely thought
Which is
it was
crazy.
just true. I literally just thought it was true. And then I was when like her videos finally got like uploaded, I was like, no, she don't.
Y'all just made that up. Y'all
up.
just made
Like
that
I was
up.
like, because my mama. Well, okay. My mama really made it seem like she have no pictures, no videos of her with her hair out of her face. And I'm like, y'all, like she was just real girls, cool girls wear sunglasses. Like she was cool.
And they do, as you can see. But
I really thought
no,
that.
when I woke up this morning, Reilee, I said, and my hair will be giving rock about in the wise words of Rolling Ray.
The
And my
everlasting.
hair will be giving rock about
The modern day
rock about
Shakespeare.
change positions. Aaliyah.
Ooh.
No, because you want to talk about, and like now, this is where we got to get into the depths of everything. The fact that the Rock the Boat video was so unnecessarily complex. You did not have to go to the Bahamas. You did not have to go to the Bahamas to do this. And the whole thing is, it is so shady that literally so many people felt that. What do you mean? Lenny Kravitz said that he would send a private plane for Aaliyah to come back to the United States, and Hype Williams and her team literally denied it all. Whoever is responsible for getting Aaliyah on that plane,
Everything you
there
think
is a
about
special
lot of
hell.
stuff.
Everything you think
go
about,
crumble.
everything that you do will crumble.
until you do right by America and turn yourself in. Because it's shady. It's so shady. Her death is incredibly shady. It needs it needs to be reinvestigated.
How did the plane crash? What happened? Y'all don't know how to fly planes now?
Apparently, no. Apparently, there was a overloading issue that was discussed to her team, that they said the amount of luggage, the amount of people on this small carrier plane, it's not feasible. It's not feasible, and it's not smart for you all to do this. But apparently somebody somewhere said, we don't care about, we don't give a fuck about that. We're getting on this plane. And the results of that killed 8 people plus Aaliyah. That is absolutely crazy. They didn't even get past the landing strip before that
It
plane
was
collapsed.
overloaded by
What do you
700 pounds.
That is absolutely insane. What do you mean that the pilot had cocaine in his system at the time of autopsy?
He was not approved to fly the plane.
There are so many things here that are so shady. Like, I'm telling you, because I don't know, I was not there. But a lot of things about this give set up.
Yeah, 100%.
There are so many things. So the question, if I believe that Aaliyah was murdered, I will not say yes or no. But I will say there are many shady people that she was around in the industry as well. Because around this time, she was talking about leaving Blackground Records
Yep.
because of the shady practices, and was literally seeking multiple contracts. One being with Virgin Records, because I'm like, Aaliyah, the thing about it, this is the thing. Aaliyah could have went
Yeah.
anywhere. I also think that Jay-Z also was like starting Rock Nation at this time, and was starting like his own record label and getting that together. So I think there were talks about her and Jay-Z, because they were all buddy buddy, and the pictures that resurfaced of all of them at Puff Daddy's 4th of July party.
Right.
And we're not gonna
And we're not going there.
we're not even have to get into that. We're not going there. But because we're going to talk about the music, and we're going to talk about Aaliyah's legacy. But in my opinion, Aaliyah, I know that life happens how it does. And rest her soul, and may her soul be at rest. That should not have happened.
It was completely avoidable.
It was so avoidable. That should not have happened.
Well, okay, let's get back into the music. So, Rock the Boat, we just discussed.
Because
the
the
video was
4-track,
but
More Than a Woman, and that music video is absolutely insane. What do you mean you are in the inner mechanisms of a motorcycle? More than a lover, more than a woman. Dancing.
down.
Number one, down. When you talk about a dancer, the girls were not dancing. Aaliyah was dancing. Fatima Robinson, the power that you have. Let's also talk about Fatima Robinson. You want to talk about Arkansas royalty?
What?
Fatima Robinson was born in Arkansas.
I did not know that.
Come on, Woo Big
Yes.
bitch, come on.
Period.
So, quite literally, she's in the Arkansas Hall of Fame, the Black
Gag.
Hall of Fame.
I live.
Like, More Than a Woman is such an iconic,
And
timeless song. Whoa.
Whoa.
it's an anthem. I care for you,
Can I talk to
Oh,
comfort you, let you know.
let you know. Because she said, why you looking so down? Seems like you need some loving. Because Aaliyah, now to Solana SZA Rowe, who is also one of my mothers, Aaliyah kind of had that side chick thing. This album, no, shit. Like, I'm gonna shut my mouth a little bit. But Aaliyah, there were some things that I'm like, you're plotting, Miss Thing, because when she said, because we're gonna go to it, but I can be I Can Be is that's the original side chick anthem. Cause she said, I can be the other
She said
woman.
it.
In your life, she said that with her chest, with the rock and roll dun, 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 guitar behind
And the
her.
gag is
Right.
y'all really trying to like, I'm sorry. Men get away with cheating
She
so
said,
easily. Like whenever a woman cheats, like y'all are ready to burn her at the stake. I'm like, y'all, everybody want to be
Yeah.
polyamorous, but y'all don't want to allow women to cheat.
Aaliyah said, I want my cake and I
Clock
want
it.
to eat it too. She said, I can be on the side, and that's all right.
Also, Broken Clocks is not about like she's sad that she's.
We talk-
I need y'all to understand. Like that song is not a hot side chick anthem. Like she's sad that she can't have that nigga, y'all. Like it's.
we talking
I
about the
mean, that's what I
weekend,
meant.
babe. I Refuse is one of the most beautiful
Yeah.
Aaliyah songs. That horse galloping sample, she said, this is where I gotta draw the line. I refuse, because I
I refuse.
refuse. There's so many times where I refuse by Aaliyah.
Period. Exactly.
No, because
There's so many times
I
where
literally in
I
my life,
refused. By Leo, that's amazing.
and like every time I say I refuse, I have to put by Aaliyah because she ate that. Because
Yeah.
she said, I refuse to let
I
you think you can play with
refuse.
my mind.
You
Because
shall
she said,
not.
we wanna go, I'm gonna go.
I can listen to I
Because
Refuse more
come
than I can listen
on.
to Never No More. Like Never No More really like I can't. I'm sorry. And then it's whatever.
One of my all-time favorite Aaliyah songs is It's Whatever. That song is such a breath of fresh air on an album that is honestly kind of
Yes.
dense. Honestly, kind of like emotionally
Yes.
heavy. Like after Never No More, after I Refuse, girl, we
God
need a
damn.
breather. And, and she said, I got you. Cause it's whatever. And then we already talked about I Can
Yeah.
Be and how she said, I can be on the side.
She
And
said
that'll be
sometimes
all
the
right.
sides are the best part of the meal.
Come now.
Steak,
Come
cream
on.
corn, mashed spinach.
Spinach. No, Aaliyah said, come to find out, everybody ate. I want my piece
The fuck?
too.
Yeah.
And those were the days. That is
Those
my
were walking,
song.
walking through the
Do
park.
you remember walking in the park just shooting the breeze? Do you remember that? Because I do.
Cause I do. Cause she
Those
said,
were the
we
days.
don't talk no more, we don't kiss no more. This is the end of the
You got some
road.
gospel right
Now,
We
there.
don't talk. No,
now,
we don't. No.
That was good.
a musical pairing that I felt like a musical shit that I felt like worked so well together was Static Major and Aaliyah.
Static Major.
I wanted them to be together so bad because it just made
Yeah. I'm
sense.
sick and tired of that loose rap.
The fact that
Literally.
Aaliyah, Aaliyah said, "Oh yes, I listen to Nine Inch Nails. I love Trent Reznor." That's when I said, "Oh, that's my girl."
She's dynamic. She is well researched. She is.
The fact that they were supposed to work together, there are so many things that I feel like we were robbed. We were robbed.
Can y'all stop being terrible people so we can get some good music? Can
So
y'all
we can
stop?
get good food.
And can y'all be more careful? I am so tired of people that are not supposed to be dead dying.
It just makes me so saddened when I think about her death because she was not even, I don't even think, anywhere near the peak of her career.
Oh my goodness, no.
If I had to make a prediction about where I think that Aaliyah's career would have went, I think that she would have been a movie star.
Yeah,
Genuinely.
I agree. Actually, I do.
I actually think that she would have put the music to the side for a long while. For all of that she experienced, I'm like, and rightfully so. I think that she would have ultimately got to a point where she stacked the movie checks up enough to where she could independently make what she wanted to make, to say all of what she needed to say. Because my thing is, if there's anybody that should have spoke up and that really should have let everybody have it, it is Aaliyah Dana Houghton. I really wish that she would have aired the chop on everybody in the industry. Because especially the Me Too movement, especially all of these things, I genuinely believe that Aaliyah transmuted. She took all of that pain and turned it into her artistry. And that's why I love Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, we speak your name. We love you,
Thank you
and
for all that you've done and all you
Thank you
that
for
you've overcome.
for those
thank you for everything.
the uninitiated, for those who may be listening who are unfamiliar with Aaliyah as a musician, I'm very excited for you because you have
I'm
a
jealous.
I'm
ocean
jealous.
an
And it's
ocean of
not your
material.
fault. It is not your fault because we didn't even talk about the fact that her music wasn't on streaming for 20 years. We didn't even talk about the fact that you couldn't access anything about her
And
because Barry Hankerson, its bitch bum ass, loves to just withhold music from people. He did it to Aaliyah. He did it to JoJo. I'm sure he's done it to other people as well.
Tony Braxton.
Tony
Tony
Braxton.
Braxton, the Libra album as
Oh
well.
yes, Tony Braxton. Literally, like Perry Hankerson, you are up there with Tommy Mottola. You will see your day in hell, and you will see your reckoning. And if I ever see you in the street, I go da 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 da. So now we're gonna move on to Six Songs 4, and in honor of Aaliyah, we are doing Six Songs for Babies because her nickname was Baby Girl.
Yes.
And who should go first, you guys?
Do you mind if I
I
go?
Yes, I was gonna
Yes,
say I don't want to go to first because I still have not narrowed down my songs. I had
Jesus
literally
Lord. Okay.
like I yeah.
I am first. Let me just say how excited I am to just like put the song on Six Songs 4. So thank you too for the pleasure of just even being able to do this.
Of
No,
course.
literally,
But
thank you for
so
being
Six
here.
Songs for Babies. So I picked a song that I feel for a baby to be made, you have to have a song and something to get you in the mood because a baby can't be made without copulation,
Absolutely.
which is a fancy word for sex.
Right.
So so I put one of the songs that I feel like is one of the sexy songs I've ever heard. And it's untitled How Does It Feel by D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
When
that.
I hear that song,
Yeah,
and there's so much of D'Angelo's music.
he's
Like
fine.
let me just say, if you put on some D'Angelo, baby, just
It gets serious.
Close the doors,
it's
babe.
getting serious. Close the doors, close the windows, because it's about to get loud in here.
Lock the door.
We about to get to it.
Tight.
A baby is being made. And when I listen to this song, quite literally, it is so slow. It's like a love making song to me.
Yeah,
It
this
is.
is like this is not fucking. This is
This is
not
not
having
this is not
sex.
fucking. This is not casual,
This
a
is
little doo doo
love
doo doo doo.
making.
We are making love faces no Trey songs.
Period. Period.
Which that is not the song that I'm
Yeah,
I
that
have
is
never.
not thought about
It's
that song
never
in
Trey
so long.
songs. Like all that shit.
Oh
oh,
Like
Jesus.
shut the fuck up.
cause
No, that's crazy.
cause D'Angelo said, it's only you. Baby, you can have it your way. You can
And
have it
if
your
it
way.
the writing of the song is one thing, the music of the song is one thing. How he sings it like it's like he
The video, the
oh,
video and how I'm wet thinking about it.
it's kind of what it kind it's honestly what changed his career to where like how he is now, because nobody was focusing on the extreme quality of his music because of how sexy he was.
Oh my God. D'Angelo said, I'd love to make you wet in between your thighs because I love it when it comes inside. And that's how a baby's made, right there.
Literally, boom.
So I'm just like, well, yes. I mean, it just makes sense. I'm like, you got to set the vibe, like a little Sade, a little D'Angelo, baby. We just had twins.
Boom.
Like, that's my
Completely
contribution.
understood.
All right. I love that. I love that you went that way. So my next song is a song that, well, I'll just say it. My next song is Zion by Lauryn Hill. My mother, she would definitely let you know that she sang this song to me a lot when she was pregnant with me. She sang this song to me as when I was a baby. She still does. Don't put it on around my mom. She gonna give me a serenade.
It's funny.
Oh,
And it's
that
just
is so sweet.
it is very sweet. It's so this song is about Lauryn Hill's son Zion. I think that my mom and Lauryn Hill were pregnant at the same time, and so like
Oh
I probably
wow.
and so it was a very very. intense parasocial moment she was having with Lauryn Hill.
Right.
And I mean, it's a beautiful song. I love this song. I'm glad I came up with this song because I was having trouble finding songs for this, to be honest, y'all.
Mhm.
Oh,
And I think it's a personal song to me. If I ever have a child, you know, I would probably continue the legacy of singing that song to them when I'm pregnant.
that's so adorable. I love that. My first song, it comes with the PSA.
Oh,
Comes with
Okay.
the PSA. This song is one of the most iconic songs written about a baby. This is "Isn't She Lovely" by Stevie Wonder.
oh yes,
Of
Oh,
course.
that is such a
that's a good
good
one.
choice. That is
Thank you.
such a good choice.
Thank you. And my PSA is, babes, we've got to stop singing this song in a romantic context. He literally
Oh,
he
very that.
this is not a love song about your partner. This is a love song about a child, about your baby.
No,
He literally
seriously,
says
because
his baby girl's name in the song, like Aisha, that's Stevie Wonder's daughter, says her name in the song, like it is about her. It's not about your
and the thing
wife.
is, can we stop acting like Mon Chéri Amour is not right there?
Ribbon in the sky, like
There are
literally,
enough to choose from.
like
There are so many other songs that you can really choose from. I'm like, let this be what it is.
exactly what it is. Like
This
this
is so
is
funny.
not this is not a typical love song, but obviously, "Isn't She Lovely," one of the most iconic songs from one of the most iconic albums of all time. Like literally, blah 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 blah. I could go on for hours. But Stevie Wonder, "Isn't She Lovely?" That's my first song dedicated to his child, Aisha.
Period.
That is so beautiful.
Oh,
My next song is a song by Imogen Heap
work.
Mm,
that is actually made for babies.
Oh,
Um,
I love it.
and this song, because honestly, I don't know what magic, what witchcraft Imogen Heap put in this song, but I think it's just talent. Um, and the thing is, even when I listen to this song, like this song is literally for babies, and I
Mm.
be,
Period.
no, and it's called the Happy Song. And the thing is, like, the reason why I love this song is because, like, when Imogen Heap made this, I think that she made this for her child. And literally, it's just a song about being happy. Like, it's just a song about being happy. And I think it was like made in conjunction. It was also like made in conjunction with like a university, basically to like try to see, I think it's like, I don't know if it's considered, it's like, I don't know. I'm not
Is it like those one from her, like those last two albums that she released that were like she's talking on some of them, like it's
oh no, this was just like a one-off project where
understood.
she was just making,
I think she was just like
kid music.
making kid music.
Work.
Yo,
And the Happy Song, I don't know what is in that song, but so many parents talk about how they play this song for their kid. They play this song just period. Their kid will stop crying. Their kid will be attentive. Like this song is for babies. And
and
Work.
quite literally, because it's even for my baby ass. I be feeling like a
period.
baby when I listen to this song.
I
So
am
it's like
baby.
I am baby. Like this song is so good. And like I was actually like listening to this and like putting this on my playlist because I'm like, not only is this a song for babies, but it's just good. Like it's just a good song.
I honestly have not heard this, so I am more than excited. I can't wait to listen to it
But it's
because
like
I
it's
love Imogen
very
Heap.
Me
yes.
too.
And that's the thing is I love Imogen Heap too. If there's an Imogen Heap DVD brief, bae.
Whew. That one's definitely in the chamber for
Yes,
sure.
it's
Because
cooking.
you want to also talk about a blueprint.
Oh,
Come on,
mama.
Anyway,
come
I'm not even
on.
gonna get into that because that's my girl. I love me some Imogen Heap.
Oh my
But
gosh.
the Happy Song, because when you listen to it, it's quite literally for children. So
Hmm.
it's gonna get very Coco Melon.
Right.
But the beat of it and the
I like the beat.
it's just so cute. And like I really felt like that song, like if I were to ever have children, God will see what happens with that.
All right.
But they will definitely be listening to Imogen Heap. because I feel
Absolutely.
like if you play Imogen Heap for your child while in the belly and while they're developing,
That's got to be like
you're
healing frequencies.
it's healing frequency and you're gonna develop a genius. Like it's something about that song that just brings happiness. And it's so
Period.
good. So that's my song for the babies.
It's a happy song. I'm
I
writing it
love
down.
that.
Period. I live for that. Okay, so my next song. I love that during this episode, my child has been on 1,000.
Maybe.
Um, Hi, Davy. I was going to switch my song to pick a song from my Davy playlist, but then I was like, we gonna just have to have a Davy episode because
The Davy Diva debrief.
he is such a diva.
But Davy's in it because you can even see right now. He said, "Let me show y'all my ass real quick."
Exactly.
He said,
He said,
Y'all
"Look
are
back at
living.
it." No, I love Davy with his cone.
yeah, he's serving. Okay, so my song is Many Sounds One Band from Yo Gabba Gabba Land, the latest Yo Gabba Gabba album featuring Corey Wong and Antoine Stanley of Wolfpack. My friend sent me this song and I was like, I'm so sorry. What are we talking about here? Cuz what? But Yo Gabba Gabba is not only still on. I didn't even know that they still made that show. But they have transitioned to, I guess there's a new girl. It's a black girl with the characters I Live. And their last album that came out this year, Yo Gabba Gabba Land, Season 1, Apple TV Plus Original Series soundtrack,
Say that 5 times fast.
okay,
Right.
has not only Corey Wong and Antoine Stanley, but also Twin Shadow, the Linda Lindas, Big Daddy Kane, Thundercat, Reggie Watts. Like, they were not
Big Daddy
fucking around.
Kane.
Yes.
Okay, wow.
They were not
No.
fucking around. And this song, Many Sounds, One Band, is basically about just them explaining that there are drums and they make this sound and there are bass and they can do this. And Antoine
I love it.
is riffing his ass off. If you do not know Antoine Stanley, I consider him to be one of the greatest male vocalists of our time. He performs often with Wolfpack, but he also has his solo things and
Sings down.
things down. It's coming to the Mercury Lounge very soon, and I really want to go. Um, anyways, Corey Wong, same thing. He is the guitarist, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah,
Yes.
guitarist has a
Funk,
song
funk,
named after
funk,
him,
funky.
like
Woo!
Funky Down. Like if
Oh,
you
that's
know
great.
anything about white funk music, you should know about Corey Wong. Like, please. And I just live that they called them, and I love that it's not Wolfpack. They specifically said Corey and Antoine. Get your ass in here. And this song is great. I'm not streaming it all the time. I'm not a fucking child.
Mhm.
But
Screaming
I'm
as a
here.
crying.
song, as a song, it isn't fantastic and literally made for babies. Also, apparently Betty Who is on this album. Claude is on this album, y'all. I really am
Betty
gagging like,
Who. I forgot about Betty Who.
No,
babe,
because Yo Gabba Gabba, I feel like has always been a pinnacle in music for some
true.
reason. And I feel
I still
like if
remember
you
the
really
Erica Badu episode.
Come on.
come
The
on,
Shins and the Roots were on their first album. I'm looking at this right now. What do we mean? Jack Black, like
like this is iconic. Like it really is. Like Yo Gabba Gabba,
Weezer, MGMT, Solange. They've worked with icons, y'all. I didn't even know this. The Ting Ting,
truly. I would used to watch Yo Gabba Gabba as a teenager.
The Killers, The Flaming Lips. What? Weird Al Yankovic, like they're not playing, y'all. Like Yoga
Cause
Gabba
Yo Gabba Gabba, I
Gabba.
want to be on there. Now I
Come
want to
on,
be
you
on Yo
can, girl.
Gabba
They have
Gabba.
a girl now. They have a girl now. George Clinton. They
Period.
said get in the motherfucking booth and like let's get it together. Anyways, that's my song.
I really have not thought about Yo Gabba Gabba like as like a soundtrack thing, but like that's so good because the Erica Badu one is like iconic.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay, so my final song, I guess I'm gonna stick in this like 70s theme that I'm in, and my final song is My Little Girl by Bobby Humphrey. She is a jazz flautist. Um
Ooh.
very much earlier in her career, it was like just straight ahead jazz. This album, Satin Doll, which features a picture of her own baby, which is so cute. Um, This one is more of a jazz fusion sort of record. Um, it starts with this. It's like a funky, like slow jamming song. This crazy like synthesizer line, and then she's just singing "My Little Girl" over the top of it, and then she starts doing like flute,
Aw.
beautiful flute solos is the word I'm looking for. This song is actually just one of my favorite songs to listen to. It's been on my just general life playlist forever at this point, and
That's
I
beautiful.
love this song. Like it's like 7 minutes of semi instrumental, just jazz fusiony funk, and
Mhm.
it's literally dedicated to her child also. So
No, because I'm about to add this to my queue. That sounds so just relaxing and,
oh, it's gaggy. It's
Beautiful.
gaggy.
I live.
beautiful.
And I'm looking at this little doll baby and she's perfect. She's so
That's her
cute.
baby. Yes,
No, I know. I'm
Oh
calling her
my
a doll baby.
I know.
God.
Isn't she the cutest
Like,
thing?
stop it, her little Jerry curl fucking afro. Come on.
Ooh, like yes,
Oh,
greased up in the picture. She's adorable.
she's so cute. That is just beautiful. Shout out to Bobby Humphrey. So those are the 6 songs. Let's run through them. So
Let's do
AJ,
it.
you were first.
So D'Angelo Untitled,
Then it was Zion by Lauryn Hill.
Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder.
The Happy Song by Imogen Heap,
Many Sounds, One Band by Yo Gabba Gabba and Antoine Stanley and Corey Wong.
Very that. And My Little Girl by Bobby Humphrey.
You can listen to all of these songs in the playlist and the links in our description of this episode. Let us know what you would have picked. Let us know.
I would like to say my honorable mention since I have them. I
Sure, go
won't
ahead.
talk about them
okay.
long. Almost put Supernatural by Mariah Carey
I
on
did
here.
too. I almost did too. I almost did too.
Okay,
Literally, it's on my list. I'm not
the
kidding.
Sister G, the
D-
Sister G.
Dead
Because
ass.
the
Almost,
plebeians would have said almost always be my baby.
of
For the
course.
real ones, no.
Shoot
The real lambs, no.
Real lambs, no.
Almost put Blue
Alright.
by Beyonce.
I
Um,
as well. Yes, yes, yes.
but
Yes,
I feel like I
that was
have
the
mentioned this
thing.
song on this
Yeah,
podcast, so I was
I
like,
agree.
okay, yeah, I won't. But
Because we
almost
had it
put
in
that.
talk, yeah, a long time
And
ago.
what I love is that we did not go for the obvious choices.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We don't
yeah.
I love
we don't
that.
do that a lot on this podcast. Like, we sometimes it's like,
Yeah.
girl, you have to say like airports, I had to put Apple. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, yes.
But like this is I was excited because I was like, no, because I was like, this is like I was listening to Backyardigans, y'all. I was like, what am I
No.
gonna pick?
Period.
Into the thick of it.
And then
Did I think of
almost
it?
mentioned a Song for the Baby by Khalees, and then My Little Love
Mm.
by Adele, which we are two
Ooh,
divas that we've previously discussed. So
yes.
Yes,
um
yes.
let us know if you have any other songs for babies in the comments. Let us know. Does your baby like to listen to anything? We want to
My
hear
baby
about
likes
it.
Tinashe. What is your baby like?
Period.
And now we're gonna move on to the last section, questions for queers. We do
Woo!
have a question. This question comes from Mo. Her name is Maureen, but I like to call her Moesha. Um,
Hi, Moesha.
Hi, Mo.
we live for Mo. We love Mo. Mo says, and this is they're very off topic, so whatever.
I
Mo
live.
says, is it scientifically possible for Rebecca Black to ever redeem herself?
Babe, she
Yes.
redeemed herself with
Yes.
Girlfriend.
Well,
That's what
yes.
I was gonna say. And so I'm glad because I'm like, I don't know where this question came from, to be honest. Like
I
there was no
live.
context. She just asked me that. But I think that question is a little ignorant because it's like, babe, where have you been? Where have you been? Mind you, redeem herself. Friday is a bop.
The worst part is the rap verse.
Yeah. Hello.
Well, yes.
So I think that like the notion that she needs to redeem herself is just a little untrue, but also
Listen to Girlfriend and then come back to me.
listen to her Rebecca Black Was Here EP and then we can talk. You know what I'm saying? She came out with an album. She just came out with a new single, Trust. I haven't even had the chance to listen to it because it came out last night or yesterday. But it seems like she's giving. I haven't seen it, but I heard it, whatever. But we live for Rebecca Black. If you've been to, I got offered a free ticket to see Rebecca Black. I think she was at Elsewhere or something, but I think I went to see Vampire Weekend that day. Yeah, I was at a different concert. So no, we live for Rebecca Black. I've seen her too. I've seen her in concert like last year. Like we love her. So yes,
Yes.
Rebecca Black is definitely redeemed, if you even want to call it that.
R.B. Rebecca Black.
No, because
Listen to the Friday remix.
there was always something about the song Friday that everything about it was unironically, even though everything that was happening in that video was very serious. Like
Yeah.
everybody involved, that was a serious production because Arc Music Factory or whatever production company or whatever she was doing, they took her money and said, "Oh, we'll make you a video."
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that anybody thought that it was going to do what it did.
Yeah.
No.
But
And the
when you're ready,
bun.
yesterday was Thursday. Today it is
It's
Friday.
Friday. Well, yes.
We so excited. Like that's
There's
That's
levels to this.
like I
that's
don't, like I think that there's nothing that needs to be redeemed from.
Also, like I've said before on this podcast, 7 a.m. waking up in the morning, gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs, gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal, seeing everything that time is going, ticking on and on. Everybody's rushing, gotta get down to the bus stop. I catch my bus. I mean, wait, what did she say? I miss my
I
bus. I
miss my
see my
bus.
There
friends.
goes my
There
friend.
goes my friends. First of all, let's talk
There
about
goes
the
my
commentary on the
friend.
American upbringing, the American suburban upbringing.
American teenager.
And see, if you would have got a folk guitar, that's
And
a Joni
Joni
Mitchell song.
Mitchell. That's
no,
Joni Mitchell.
literally, if Carly Rae Jepsen had sang the song "You Faggots Would Live," and I'm over it. Like we need
You know
to.
what's crazy? Carly also, she's coming soon, whatever. Um
Oh, that's a
I,
diva.
I was thinking about cuz somebody had tweeted that one of, and this is true, one of the most profound pop lyrics of all time is "Before you came into my life, I missed you so bad." I think about that all the time.
No, seriously, the fact that you just brought that back up into my mind, like quite literally,
Before you
yes.
came into my life, I missed you so bad.
No, seriously. No, because call me, and I know we're talking about Rebecca Black, but call me maybe.
You can,
When,
I mean, it's in
when
the
I
vein
heard
of one hit wonders, quote unquote.
when
Like,
I
Sticks.
heard that song, something in my brain chemistry quite literally warped
yeah,
because
you and everybody else, girl.
that is songwriting excellence still to this
Excellent.
day. And everybody, because everybody just likes to be contrarian and just shit on
Mhm.
things. Call Me Maybe is perfectly crafted, absolutely no notes. The
Yeah.
lyrics,
100%.
the cadence, the rhythm,
The production,
the
even for
video.
2012, that song, like a lot
Yeah.
of music from 2012 sounds like, oh my gosh, this is from 2012. Call Me Maybe as a song still hits today.
No,
Yeah.
because before you came into my life, I missed you so bad. Because
One
come
of the best
on,
bridges. Let's just talk about bridges. 6 songs for bridges. We got to do that soon.
Yeah,
Cause that's gonna have to be a 2-parter, Rich. Cause my God.
yeah,
Yeah, no. So Rebecca Black, she good. You don't gotta redeem yourself
good.
or nothing. So scientifically possible, yes. My
And I
hypothesis
feel
is
like,
yes.
and I feel like she psychologically did it as well. I feel like I could only imagine she was on national news for Friday.
Def-
yes,
defending herself almost, if we really want to get into it.
100% defending herself.
And I'm like, it must be so difficult to quite literally get bullied for literally you just wanting to have a music career
Yeah, for your
and
passion.
for your passion, and then having millions of people. But I'm gonna say something else. That's being
Mhm.
famous. That's called being an icon. All publicity is good publicity. And the thing is,
Boom.
she took that quote unquote 15 minutes of fame. She went back. She said, "I'm gonna heal really quick, and then I'm going to come back."
And I'm gay. And I'm also not white. Like, I literally.
What? She
No.
Asian or something?
She's Hispanic, I think.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
She Asian or
really?
something. No, I'm
Now
crying.
she said, "And I'm gay, and I'm gay,
And I'm not white.
And
and
I'm
I'm
not white.
not white."
She's it's not on her Wikipedia for some reason, but I do know for a fact that her
I am
mother
in
is like
tears.
either Hispanic or Latino. I'm not gonna pretend to know which one.
She's Mexican.
She's Mexican. Yeah,
Period.
yeah.
I
Because
cannot stand
Yeah.
Mexican. Are you serious right now?
really needed you on the podcast because sometimes I just go along with the mess and we don't have anyone
What?
to say
I
anything.
What?
live,
Oh my God.
baby.
That
Words
is
mean things.
crazy. Okay, but I
Yeah.
can't even talk because I was sitting over here talking about Blaisha.
If we had lawyers, they would tell us to can it.
They said, baby, we gotta
We gotta redo
go
that.
back to the editing board because somebody
6
no
songs for
because
race relations.
Oh, girl, with 6 songs for cultural appropriation, you can go listen to that. Okay.
Okay,
I
out now.
mean, no
Out
listen.
now.
Y'all better
Anyway.
go listen to this old shit. New music. Y'all better go listen to this old
What the
shit.
fuck?
Last time I checked, the fridge is stocked, babe.
Really?
You better go
Until I
make that
see
spaghetti.
until I see my notes applied, it's no sense for me to make more.
And on that note, thank you
Thank you
so much
guys
for
so
tuning
much for
in.
listening.
This has been a legendary episode for
I think
sure.
one for the books. Top
One for
3.
the books. Top 3 for sure. Oh my God, yeah.
Oh my
This
God.
has been a key and a half. So,
Yes.
AJ, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome
No, thank
anytime.
you. Oh my God.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me. No, this was actually so much fun. I really did enjoy just being able to talk about even the songs for the babies. I learned about new music. I got to talk about my homegirl, the LIYAH,
Period.
and just giving love and to everybody. I know that living and existing right now during this time is just so hard. So just giving my love and appreciation to everybody listening that you are resilient, you are worth it, you are worthy of love, and
Period.
I love you. Thank you to Reilee and Kiara again, and John, and all the people that are involved in this podcast. This is honestly just an amazing labor of love and talent, and this was so much fun. So thank you so much.
Thank you so
course.
much. AJ Substack, it will be in the description below, as well as just follow AJ on all socials because the second Substack will be dropping soon.
Yes, and the
As well,
music is
and the music.
coming.
And the readings.
And the readings. And because when I say I do everything, I literally do everything. So, yes, also the tarot readings and the spirituality and astrology will also be coming again. Just my life has also been a fucking mess. But everything will happen to you.
Exactly. Period.
But no, but seriously.
Thank you so much, guys. So much for listening. Blah, 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 blah. We'll see you next
time.
week.
Songs for Songs for Songs for